The thumbnail is a picture of the Grinky fishing team. That's my dad and my three brothers and I. My dad's passed away, and the brother with the sunglasses passed away just last month. But my dad made sure that I knew how to fish, and so did my brothers. We went on a fishing trip at least once a year. I think there's a lot of parallels here on learning how to find stocks, how to find the stocks that are going to go up, and that you can recognize the momentum that is behind them, and then place your investment, place your hook in the right place, and catch the fish. That's what this video is about, catching the fish. So let's get right to it.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
This is a website that I go to at least once a week. It's called Macro Trends, and you'll notice what I've done is I've selected out of the 6,000 stocks that they make available to me. I've selected 2,259 of them, and I've specified that they have to have a market cap of at least $10 million, and that they have to have a PE ratio, meaning that they're profitable, and then that they're in the United States. Those meet the criteria of any stock that I might want to consider. Then what I do is I highlight this section that says year-to-date return, and then I sort it by the highest return. And the green represents going up. And as you can see, we have some here that are up year-to-date as much as 590% down to 141. Then what I do is look back across towards their names, and I want to see solid green. I don't want to see any red in the 6-month, the 3-month, the 1 month, or the 1 week. And then I highlight them and take a closer look and see if this is something that I want to pursue. This is how I fish. Okay, this is what my dad taught me to do, was find the fish and then park over them, learn about them, learn what they want to bite on, and then set your hook. Okay, let's go to the computer and learn a little bit more about each of these 5 fish and see if it's something we want to learn more about. Okay, this is Macro Trends. It's macrotrends.net/stocks/stock screener. Okay, it's a free website. As I said, what I go in is in search that I only want stocks in the U.S. I want them to have a market cap of over 100 million, and I want them to be profitable, so I ask for the least possible PE ratio. Then I come up here and I click on short performance, short term, and then I click and sort them by year to date. And as you can see, the top is 590% up year to date. Now, what I'm looking for, as I said, though, is a total green all the way across. Not that they've had a spike up and then have gone down since, or they have a short-term spike and not growth, but are short. I might come back and look into this because it's just 1 week that they're down. The first one that caught my eye was Daktronics, okay? Ticker DAKT. And I click on here and I can see their chart going back to November, and that's a good-looking chart. Then I can come over here and I can read about what they do. And this is kind of interesting. What you're going to read here, this is the world's largest supplier of electronic scoreboards, computer program displays, and large screen video displays and control systems. These are the people who make the scoreboards in all of your sports arenas. And with sports becoming so popular, as Disney and many of these people are fighting, they want the big scoreboards. They want them in the stadiums to show the fans there, and they want to be able to show them to those of us who watch on TV. So I see this and say, Daktronics, I need to learn more about them. And as I see here, they go all the way out to a year, 213%. They haven't had any bad times. So this would be then where I would go with that ticker symbol, DAKT. KT, and go to Seeking Alpha and learn as much as I can about this stock and see if it's something I want to go further into. So then what's the next one? Well, we come down here, we've seen NVIDIA. They're green all the way across, but except for the last week. We also see Super Macro. They're all green except for the last week. This is another one that I've been watching, Limbach Holdings. They've got a good-looking chart as well, but we're looking for all green. So here we come to Profire Energy. Okay, I look at that and say, well, I might look at it and ask, say, why did it explode in just the last month and a half? It's Profile Energy manufactures, installs services in oil fields, combustion management systems, and related burner products. Don't know that that's something I'm interested in. I'm not at this point because I'm concentrating on artificial intelligence. But this is how I fish. Okay, this is how I look. Let's see what the other ones was. Okay, here was Unilife. Miscellaneous electric components. And again, it is just within the last month and a half, it's had some upturn. Unilife Corporation, which began as a battery company, now offers products in services ranging from portable to standby power systems and communications and electronic systems. Again, this isn't something that interests me, but it might interest you. And then my fifth one, we all know who that is. That's Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Don't have to read what that's all about. We know what it's about. But that's how I fish. Okay, and I would encourage you, this website costs you nothing, and it has great detail. You can then go here and do stock research. You can sort dividend stock, market indexes, precious metals, energy. You can see this. This is what I want to share with you because, again, it's like the saying says, you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach him to fish and feed him for a lifetime. That's what I want to do with my website. I don't want to come on here and spout about a stock and tell them, this is the one stock you need to buy this week. No, that's my opinion. But what I want is to show you my opinion, but how I came to that opinion so that you can make your own informed decisions. Again, I do not want to feed you for a day. I did that in the past. This Best of Us Investors is a website to teach you how to fish. Okay, let's look a little further where I go from here. This is the Best of Us Investors website. This is where I do my instruction. This is my school, if you will. And what we do is we show our services. And under services, we have the Premium Plus, which shows all of my portfolios and all of the analysis work that I do. So I would take the stock that I choose from Macro Trends, and then I would do some analysis work on its earnings, its profits, what's going to happen. And if I choose to put it in one of my portfolios, it would show up here. And here in here, I explain how these portfolios work. And in essence, what they are is I want to know the history of the stock and what it has done since its inception. And that's where I have the stocks in the bust portfolio. I then give myself a historical performance chart. That's those black numbers, how they've been performed since their inception. And then I track it on a 20, 10, 5, 1, year to date, 1 month, 1 week. Then I come down here and I actually feed the numbers of what it did sell for today. How does that compare to January? How does it compare to a month ago? Then what I ask is I say, I don't want a stock that ever drops below the 200-day moving average. So I track, and this is fed automatically, what is its 200-day moving average? And then this is the safe zone. How far away from it is it? And that gives me guidance as to how I manage my portfolio. This is a pictorial graph that does the same thing. Then what I do is I come back to services and I access the premium element of our website. And this is where we do some swing trading and we support the swing trading. But then also this is where I allocate my portfolio. I explain to you here how I do the allocation. And basically it is built on the premise that a stock follows its revenue and its income. So here is SMY, Symbotics. This is its price. When this is its PE ratio, this at this point is not a positive. This is the number of shares that I own, the value per share, and then their projected growth on earnings per share in the next year and revenues per share. And then I rank them based on how well they're doing. So you can see this is then an average of the two, and this is how I allocate the stocks that I find in my fish pond. That is the micro trends. So I take it through the whole process, and then I basically have sorted these out even further. There are 27 in there, and said which are the best performers based on their past performance, their anticipated performance, and what I think they're going to do in the future. So of my 27 stocks, my top picks are NVIDIA, here, Supermacro Computers, and Tesla. And this is what I share on our website. Now, if you want to be a part of this and join the Best of Us Investors Fishing team, you come down here and you sign up for one of the packages, depending upon the level in which you want to participate. Okay? That's what this is all about. Again, I want to reiterate, I want to teach you to fish. I'm not going to be here forever. And I would love if in my legacy, I've taught 1 million people how to fish. And I going to do that through my website. So if that sounds like something that you want to be a part of, go to Best of Us Investors, join our team, join our tribe, and come fishing with us. You won't make the Granky fishing team. We aren't doing much fishing anymore.